Hello guys. Oh look, the Mark 1 World War One tank. Oh look at that land ship. So great. Okay guys, so this video was made on September 8th. This was a gameplay footage that I never uploaded to YouTube on my channel because it was beta and it was the 8th and I never got around to it. Now I do. Alright, so I am going to be playing in the game mode Rush on the beta that I recorded a long time ago, basically. Like 2 months ago. I'm going to say 2 months ago. And I'm going to be using a World War One light tank with a variant type of turret on it that has a Hallister and a 30 cal MG on it. Now that light tank is called the FT-17 light tank or Ran Assault tank. FT-17. It was primarily a French tank. The tank was designed in 1917 and it had a huge impact on the future of tank designs because it was a tank with a rotation turret on it. The only tank with a rotationable turret on it during World War One. Alright, so the Mark 1 never had a tank, never had a turret on it. The German Assault or German Sturmpanzerwagen A7V heavy tank did not have a rotatable turret. But this one did, and it was pretty revolutionary, and this is what made the future of tanks to have turrets. Obviously, I'm using the last, I believe, design turret that they made for this tank. It had, again, a Hallister and a 30 cal on it. Obviously, this turret rotates. Now, in the beta, this turret rotated, but now, because I have the game, I'm going to upload you the same tank gameplay from the full game, all nice and camouflage and stuff, and I'm going to show you the difference. Now, the reason why I'm going to say that is because, again, I'm going to repeat myself. The turret on this one in the beta rotates, but the developers changed it, I think. They also nerfed it, sadly, because when alpha and beta was open, a lot of YouTubers and a lot of big gamers and famous people did kind of complain that the tanks in the game were way OP. I don't find that, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, I played Battlefield 4 and 3, and I find that tanks in those games are nothing but fucking Swiss cheese. I mean, who wants to hear, you know, beeping noises or whatever, and you get killed, like, by futuristic shit? In World War One, these were tanks that were tanks, okay? They're supposed to be OP. Now, in the full game, when I'm using this, I'm going to say why it's nerfed. Because when I get overrun by no infantry support, and I'm by myself, it's because that the turret is not rotatable. Now, if the turret I had, the same turret that I have on the beta footage in here, I have on the tank, if it was rotatable, I wouldn't be afraid to be going by myself like I am right now in these guys' spawn and kicking ass. But, you know, this was a beta and now I'm playing the game, the actual full game. Things change and it's very hard. So, you know what? Oh well. But I'll show you gameplay of that and how I did well. And I recorded that, and maybe I'll even make it a little longer if you guys would want. You know, just like, comment below if you want to see some weird or cool moments with me in that tank. Alright. And comment more. Like, I have all these subs. You guys should all interact. I'm very sad that no one wants to talk to me. But like I said, I went 13-0 in this one, and it was pretty badass. As you can see, this was in beta, and I think the beta was awesome.
The enemy has armed objective button.
Now, also, there's some other World War One tanks that I find that weren't in the game, though, because obviously the beta would give you a few, but the beta only gives you 3 different tanks. The FT-17 light that I'm using, and also the A7V Sturmpanzerwagen, that'd be the German, and the Mark 1.
Used objective button.
So yeah. But I find that, you know, during World War One, there was other different tanks being used, like the medium Mark A Whippet. That tank was actually a rotatable turret tank. It was a very light tank, though. They say it's medium because it was crewed by a men of three crew. It was armed with Hotchkiss MGs, and that was it. It wasn't like that tank was used to break through trenches, barbed wire, and kill people in the trenches with machine guns. Not made to go up against other tanks like the FT-17 or, you know, the Mark 1 or the A-7B German heavy. Those were up against trench warfare too, but they were also up against each other. What this one wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be for infantry only. So, yeah, and here's, for example, everyone's throwing grenades at me. My turret rotates, and I can control that. But in the full game, again, I cannot. I get my ass kicked all the time, so I'm basically getting raped. But obviously, you guys heard me talk too much, so I'm just gonna shut up, and I hope you guys enjoy. Give me a thumbs up, and also comment. Thank you. Bye, guys. Hey, I just joined in and I went 13-0. Look at that. I'm so good.